Hello and welcome to the world of Mattias. Today we are going to compare this Les Paul Hardcase to the real thing from Gibson. If you're thinking about getting a Chinese guitar like a Chibson or a knockoff Fender, then often they present you with alternatives to get a hard case. From my experience, the hard cases in China is as expensive as the hard case here in Europe, for example, or maybe in the States as well. So if it's the same money, is it worth to get one directly from China, or is it better to get one directly from Europe or say the States? I ordered my hard case from China when I ordered my Les Paul Black Beauty. I got a nice deal for this. I think I paid around 80 euros extra for this. But if you just want to buy the case and no guitar, then the case is as expensive as the cases you can find here in Europe. First impressions when I got it is, it's doing its job. The guitar fits nice in it. The clamps here on the side, they are good. There's a rubber handle on it, but I think I can replace it. But the first thing that you will notice when you're comparing these two cases is the weight. This one is approximately 3 kilos and this one is more like 5 kilos. So this is almost double the weight as this one. So this is made of plastic and rubber, and this one is made from wood and leather. Let me just get these on the bench and we will compare them side by side. So here are the cases beside each other, and this one from China should be like the vintage one, and the other one is the modern one from Gibson. First things first, well, the feel of this is much nicer than this one. This one feels like genuine leather, and it also feels more sturdy, like it's built out of wood or something like that. Here is the handle, which I talked about. This is rubber, so you can see that they are trying to copy the real Gibson handle, but this one is rubber, so it feels kind of cheap. On the Gibson one, there's a leather handle, nice stuff, and also different hinges here. So also, one thing that you get on a Gibson case, which you don't get with an aftermarket case, is this extra hinge here. The aftermarket often doesn't have them. You can see it's missing one here. But you have a hinge here on the Chinese case as well. Also, which I talked about in another video of mine, you can see that the logo here is far from good. The Gibson one, it's much nicer, much sharper. That's a big difference. So let's open them up. This is what they look like opened up. I actually like this red lining. I wish I would have that in this Gibson black hard case. It would be so nice to have red lining in that one. But it's all black, the Gibson case, even the hinges. So the lining in the Chinese case is much thinner and it feels more plastic. But it's nice and it's soft and the guitar fits really nice. This little flap here where you can put your strings and your picks and so on, it's nice. There's no hinges here, it's just the fabric that's holding this, and this feels like just some cheap plastic inside of this lining. The Gibson case, now this is a case made for the Junior series, like my Junior tribute here on the wall, so it's a little bit thinner than the original Les Paul case. But as you can see, the lining here is much thicker. You can see here how much thicker it is than this one. This one. I think I can measure it for you. This lining is about 1.5 centimeters. And the lining on the Gibson is about 2.5 to 3 centimeters. That's about an inch. It's much thicker. You can see here in the Gibson case that you have a cushioned area here that wasn't in the Chinese. The little box or the compartment in the Gibson case Here you get a nice leather handle with a Gibson printed on it. And you can lift it up, and here you can have all your little things. The lid to the compartment is no hinges here either, it's just held by the fabric. The hinges on the Gibson case is much sturdier than on the Chinese case. You can see here it's wobbly as hell. If you compare that to the Gibson case, it's just much more sturdy. And both of the guitars come with a key and a lock. It's there on the Chinese and it's here on the Gibson one. I wanted to show you the cases with the guitars in them. This one on the left here is the Gibson case with the Gibson guitar in it, and this one is the Chinese case with a Chinese guitar in it. As I mentioned before, this is the Junior hard case, so the Chinese guitar won't fit in this hard case. I can't put this guitar in this case, but I can put this guitar in this case. That is what I'm going to do. But what I just wanted to show you first is how well the Gibson guitar fits in the Gibson case. It won't move anything at all. It sits very well in the case. The Chinese guitar, it also fits well in the case. But let me show you when I try to move this guitar. Look here. You see? There's a little bit of a play there. So the guitar will move in the case if you transport it. But I really do like this lining. I really would like this black case with the red lining. It would be awesome. I can put the Gibson guitar in the Chinese hard case. This is a Junior, I know. It's not as big as the Les Paul standard. But it's nice to show you anyway. Again, I'm going to move the guitar in the case. And here you can see it moves quite much, even here on the sides. You can fit a Gibson Junior in one of these cases, but the case is actually a little bit too big. So, would I recommend you getting a Chinese hard case or the real thing from Gibson? If you can get a really good deal on this one when you're buying a guitar, then I say, yeah, it might be worth the money. But if you are going to order just the hard case from China, then I would definitely recommend you to shop around in Europe or in the States to get the real thing. I actually found a dealer in Poland where I could get this hard case for about 150 euros. This is approximately the same price as you would pay for one of these in China. My recommendation is to shop around and get the real thing. They are much nicer than the Chinese one. And that was all for today, folks. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. There are more guitar videos coming up. Soon I will be unboxing some new arrivals from China, which are very exciting. And that's all for today, so thanks for tuning in and goodbye.